gonna take on the world. We're gonna take on the world.
Welcome to Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast. Is what you laughing already?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast, guys. February 9th, 2026, downtown St. Louis, Michigan. Man, it's cold outside.
What are you talking about? It was 35 today.
It's still cold. I don't care. It's still cold.
I only got.
It's currently 30.
Yeah.
I don't. Then I keep on drinking, people. I only got next Wednesday.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Lent is coming. All right, guys. It is 39 days to spring.
Stop for Lent.
We're getting there slowly but surely. We'll be there, and all this stuff will be over with. I'm James Gill, your host. This is Joe Hill, the co-host.
I'm still here.
All right, guys, we have
Thank God.
a guest on tonight. Our guest is Josh Ingle. Welcome to the show, Josh.
Well, welcome.
Based on the incredible true story.
Hit the wrong button
Wrong
again.
button again.
Man, I thought I had it set too.
You're so good at
There
this.
we go. Welcome to the show. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, look at that.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, look at
Thank you.
I hit it so fast, man.
way to go.
That's the way to start off the show.
I need a tally up here. How many times? You do that to
It's
people.
probably at least 15, 20 times already now.
Yeah.
At least.
At least you miss it.
I'm trying to push these buttons so fast. It's I don't know.
Well,
I'm gonna slide it down to you next time.
oh yeah, hell yeah.
No.
Can we get
Yes.
somebody qualified
I
here?
got
Yeah.
power. I only get one button. I haven't used it in a while.
You used it last week.
I know someone wanted to hear it. That's the only reason. So, Josh,
Joe.
everybody knows. I know you. James is gonna get to know you.
Uh-huh.
My question is to you. We always ask this question: where'd you come from? Where'd you grow up? Where'd you go to high school? And what was your mascot? Because
You
We
can
like-
get to that. You don't have to give them
I
that
like-
35
Yeah.
question
Yeah, right off the
in
bat.
one question.
yep, right off the bat.
Well, yeah, I'm a St. Joe Bear. I grew up here in St. Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, good school. Good school.
Graduated in 92.
92.
Yeah.
Year after me.
Yeah.
God, I'm the youngest one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Huh?
All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, had a fun, enjoyable childhood here, good time.
Did you play any sports in high school?
Yeah, I was an avid swimmer. I mean, I'm 6'5". I was very lanky,
That's like
giant feet, Yeah, but I was never a great swimmer. I mean, I probably could float and swim for a long time, but I was a good swimmer. I was never a great swimmer, but yeah, swam a lot, did all that, played soccer, did all that stuff that
Oh, okay.
kids would do, right? I was a goalie because I couldn't really run long, but I was big, and you stick me in front of a box and
Yeah.
try to kick a ball at me, it was probably 50-50 chance I might stop it. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that because I played goalie in high school and everything else.
Well, yeah, that's because you couldn't do anything else, probably.
No,
The truth
I
comes
mean,
out.
that was pretty much my story. Yeah.
damn, that's hard.
The truth comes out.
Gosh, I was pretty good goalie. Thank
Well,
you.
he's an Irishman with little tiny legs, It's
Yes, I could jump. I could jump, and move quick. All you had to do is just stretch your arms out. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
fair. Ass.
Yeah,
I can
no.
always tell who
yeah.
knows me, who doesn't know me. I get picked on more when I bring people on that know me. I need to stop. I need to stop bringing people I know. And you just crack up
Oh,
loud
this is funny. he summed you up perfectly.
because I'm short.
So you probably couldn't do anything else.
Well,
Still let her down. Care.
Oh, that's good. I love it. I love
I
it.
sat on the bench. I did sit on the bench a little bit just because I was second string goalie, so I didn't care. Didn't care at all. I still got a letter.
See, now you're telling the truth.
I still
like
got a
it.
letter. I still got a letter.
I
didn't
like
care.
it. The truth comes out. It's like the lasso of truth, like Wonder Woman has.
Mhm.
No,
It's like-
nice try.
Ugh.
I'm still think I'm good at goalie, but
Let's go outside right now, man.
Yeah. Put it to
yeah, in
the
the
side.
snow, in my cowboy
I'm pretty
boots,
sure I can kick the ball still.
in my
Put it to the
cowboy
test.
boots. Yeah. So you're a St. Joe grad,
Yeah,
everything else. So
yeah, I played football and did all that too. I never made it to varsity because my senior year I would have went in and done varsity. I ended up getting shot and broke my leg, and my senior year was quite eventful.
You got shot?
Yeah, by my best man.
Wait a minute, you physically didn't get shot?
Yeah. Yeah. When I was
Wait a minute.
17, I got shot in my leg, broke my femur. It was
damn.
the whole thing. We were out in Bangor hunting. But yeah, it was stupidity and youth put together, and
With what?
a 22 Magnum like rifle, from about me to you. So, yeah.
Damn.
Good job.
So it was, and we were kind of out in the middle of nowhere, But the worst part was my good friend Roger, and his dad was, I think, one of the shift captains for the St. Joe Fire Department at the time, and it was at his house. It was literally on his property at his house, and he was on shift at the time, and so yeah, it was a whole thing, man. Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh crap!
Yeah. Well,
I never got shot before.
Yeah, no, it's and then it's I've got another family member on my wife's side that got shot too.
I mean, I've had bullets fly by me and stuff, but I've never been shot.
Yeah.
Never had any of that.
I don't highly recommend.
I grew up in a rough neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Crazy white people.
Yeah. It's just pure stupidity. That's all it was.
Crazy white
Pure
people.
stupidity.
They went hunting.
Yeah, just fucking around with grandpa's rifles. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, and you liked him after that?
Yeah,
And you said he was
he
your
ended up
best
being
man?
my best
Best
man at my
man?
wedding.
Damn.
Yeah, and we're still friends today.
Why do you stick together if you shoot one
Yeah,
another?
yeah,
Can I shoot you?
it
I'll shoot you in the leg.
was
No,
a whole
I'll pass.
it was a whole thing, man. We were a tight little crew back then.
I'll
so,
miss the femur
yeah.
though, so you can at least still.
Nah, I'll pass. No, that's fine.
No, I definitely don't recommend it.
Don't want that.
Yeah.
So besides the whole thing at high school, so what'd you do after high school?
Oh man, I gotta think about that again. What happened after high school? Well,
You
pretty
threw
much
away.
like the day after I graduated, I went out and was helping my parents because my parents were always like thespians, you know what I mean? Like did theater stuff, and
Yeah.
I think that's actually kind of how they met. Like my dad went to Benton Harbor, my mom went to St. Joe. They were a year or so apart. My mom was ahead, but they both went to Western, and so they kind of met up there. But anyways, they were doing an event at the Mendel Center, and it was literally like days. Like they were in the Upton Hall, but like the main stage theater
Yeah.
hadn't even opened its doors ever for the first time. Like you grew up around here, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever go out there when you were younger and doing events there? If you looked in like the doors there, you could see into where the seating in the auditorium was, and it was nothing. I mean, they would ride dirt bike motorcycles in the dirt inside of that thing for 20 years before it was ever finished. The Mendel Center, you know what I mean?
Wow.
It sat there for 20 years as a shell because they ran out of money. And then when they finished it, the roof was already 20 years old. So anyway, that's all another story.
They had to refix that.
Yeah. But so I started, I was doing an event there, like helping my parents, because growing up, like I DJ'd parties. I would do the dances occasionally with my buddy Scott, who actually, shout out Scott Sternman. He's Sunset Coast Homes or something, I think, here in St. Joe Road.
Yes, he is.
I'm sorry, Scott. I'm a dick. But yeah, but it's, I mean, yeah, we would DJ. I actually DJ'd his wedding, but more than a few years ago now. But yeah, so my dad had the gear. My dad was a musician, and that's when Morgan really got her talent. My dad was talented, amazing talented musician, and that's where my sister really gets it from. But I didn't really get that side of things. I mean, I played piano, but I kind of like the technical side. I dig the technical side more. That's really what I did. That's why, I mean, it's probably why I do what I do now. But yeah, it was doing a show over there, man, and walked over to the theater, and they hadn't even taken the plastic off the seats yet. They were just getting the big orchestra shell like installed, and
Wow.
and I go, man, you guys need any help? And they're like, yeah, can you start right now? And I'm like, for sure, I guess so. Let me go tell my folks, And I mean, I think I hadn't even turned 18 yet, really. So, and then I worked at the Mendel Center for many years. I was really like the first. That's where I became a sound guy, because I mean, like, you know, though my only other like real experience of doing sound pretty much before that was either messing with my dad's shit. He had a little 8-track recording studio, reel to reels, you know, and all that stuff.
wow.
And we would, you know,
That's
we would
kinda
record
cool.
and cut and do all that, you know.
Yeah.
It was fun, you know. And then you know, mostly for me it was like cassette tapes and shit. You'd do 4 tracks on a cassette tape and tape multiples into a shitty soundboard and try to make something actually work. But you know, it's
Hey, that's one thing I've never done.
yeah, it's a good time, man. You know, it's but I really like doing live events. So that's, I think, from the theater. You know, I did a lot out the theater there, and you know, I mean, I toured with the circus. I did all kinds of weird shit from working out at the Mendel Center. It was pretty fun back in the day. You know, it was a good experience for me. I learned a lot. You know?
So your dad was, you said, played in music.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was a signed artist back in the 60s, and him and the group that he was with right out of Benton Harbor High School, they had a little signed thing and had cut a couple, you know, I mean, bands would do that more often back then. There was little independent labels, you know, around and stuff. You know, this one was, I think, out of Kalamazoo or Grand Rapids or something. But you can actually go on I think you can go on YouTube and actually find the song. You know, it just has the picture of their album cover on it. There's
That's
no
so
video
kinda
or
cool,
anything,
though.
but you can actually hear it. And my dad passed away a couple of years ago, so it's pretty neat for us. My kids really dig it. Like when they went to the livery, I was telling you before we got here, my son and my youngest, they both sang one of the songs my dad wrote, so it was really fun.
No, that's
you know?
really cool.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
like he had recorded and stuff.
Do you ever sing?
Just to myself, homie, and maybe my wife if she's lucky. You know, maybe in the car a little bit. I have to say, I think I have a pretty good singing voice, because I have kind of that radio, TV announcer voice too. But you know, I can sing. I don't like to sing in front of people. I'm very self-conscious about that kind of stuff. Like I said, I think that's why I gravitated to the technical side. I like to be behind the curtain, man. I don't like to be out in front, you know.
Because if people, since people are watching,
Yeah,
people don't know, this is Morgan Ingle's older brother. When he says Morgan, I know he probably connected 1 and 1, but James found out, kind of put the connection there together too. So
yeah, Morgan's amazing. She's
so
beautiful.
we had her on with what's her name?
I forget it.
Moan Code then.
Oh yeah, the girls.
Yeah,
Leslie.
Leslie.
I had to think of it. But yeah, they were on, and they talked about their life and stuff like that, and now it's your turn. But, and you're
this is fun, man, and thank you for having me again. This is a lot of fun. Yeah.
And you're on the other side of the
making
stage.
me relive and remember things I haven't thought about in a long time. So
see, that's the part that we like to have.
This is a
it's
fantastic
opening up, and it's getting people to know who you are and where you come from on this.
Sure.
So, did you go to college for production?
A little bit. I mean, I went to LMC briefly, started like an electronics-ish degree towards, you know, that, and then like we had this crazy teacher. She just hated men, and she wouldn't let any of us pass. And I just said, "Fuck this, I'm done." And I just went to the theater, worked, and then like in the summer, like when the theater would be done in the summer, I would go down to Gene Clock Park, and my buddy, who I'm still great friends with, he had the jet ski rental place down there.
Oh, yeah.
On the beach in Gene Clock for a while, and then it moved to Silver Beach. And this is before they redid Silver Beach. You could still park your cars and everything right on the beach on the sand, man. That's how fucking old we are, guys. So
it is, actually.
you know, you know, also this is a rated R disclaimer because I curse a lot. Sorry,
it's okay.
You know.
That's okay.
Go fuck right ahead.
But you know, so I filled a lot of my summers doing that, and that was when I was strictly in the theater. You know, I wasn't doing concerts outside much. And then we were talking about the pro audio at Venetian, and that was really kind of how I got into my thing. Is I ventured over there and just met those guys and started working with pro audio, doing shows on Whirlpool Field. You know what I mean? When the stage was there before the pavilion was built. And, you know, that was way back. You know, that was when the ruins of the
80s
park were still there.
No, that was around the late
80s,
early 90s.
Yeah, really
then the
early
pavilion
90s.
was opened up. So yeah,
the pavilion came in, I think, a little after
97?
97. Yes, because early 90 or mid 96 when I first started for Full Range. we went over. We were hired by the audiologists or whoever it was, but the city hired, and they wanted to go over to the north side of the piers and use decibel, sensing equipment basically to level dB levels for like audio. So we brought over, I mean, a modest sized PA, and set it up just on the dirt right where Shadowland is now, but it was not then. And, and basically brought a generator and fired shit up and just, ran some sound, and they went over there, and lo and behold, it actually turned out to be not that bad of volume at all. And so they actually got the go ahead when we were, I think, hired by the people that wanted to kill the project. So it was kind of funny.
The funny thing is now they put that big giant condo there, so it's bouncing off the condos.
Yeah, it's a whole other problem.
Now it's gonna get
the boats
louder.
Can hear it better though. I tell you that. You can go out in the lake and hear it nice out there now.
Because it does. It's just like in the sandbar.
Yeah,
it just bouncing acoustic, just bouncing off every single wooden wall that's in there.
It's in the way.
That personally is still one of my favorite venues. I just love it.
Yeah, it is. The pavilion is awesome. It's an awesome little gig that they had there.
Yeah.
The only stupid idea was whoever built it had the snake going underground, and they couldn't figure out why is there sand in this pipe?
Yeah, sand and water and everything.
Sand and water. Why is there sand and water in this pipe? Well, pipes do break.
They should have had like a center, just a trough going right up the middle, but they didn't want to have a concrete trough. I get it. Kids running and tripping on concrete and stuff.
Now they still haven't fixed it. There's this big giant snake going under the ground with all these this pipe.
Yeah. Nobody ever used it.
No one's ever used it since then.
Yeah.
It's all covered in sand. I don't think there's no possible way you can get any wires coming out of that.
Yeah.
At all.
No.
Well, and nowadays it doesn't matter, man. The shit's so thin. It's just a piece of cat cable you run now, pretty much.
Or it's all Wi-Fi too. So
you still got to have some power, unfortunately. But we're getting close, man. I have done fully wireless events quite often. We done halftime shows at Notre Dame where we built carts that were generator powered and wireless, and they rolled out. And man, because we did them wired before. So first of all, we would do the band Chicago, like 2564, Saturday in the Park, all that stuff. They're massive Notre Dame fans. They're
still an 8-piece band or 9.
Oh, they're massive.
When they bring the whole,
who knows? I mean, but they would come in with pretty much the whole band, and we would mic them up, and you'd hand one student a mic cable and a mic stand and be like, here, you got to go run this to there and then take your end and run it back here and plug, we would plug in like a 30 channel, setup like Super Bowl, but like the Super Bowl gets like fucking 15 minutes almost, man. If you think about it, like last night they got like 10 minutes, they get like the commentators and stuff to talk. We get 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So to set up an entire setup. So, that's like long. That's if we're lucky.
That's lucky.
Yeah. Because that's actually like, if you get the tail end of a commercial or something, and then you get the just amount of time. And then like, it's like you're setting up all the songs already going, the band's out there, but they don't need quite our part yet. It's a big.
I like how you said 2 minutes.
2 days of rehearsals. That's crazy.
That's the same time as the commercials for Notre Dame football games.
Yeah,
because they're down.
You guys never get to see it.
Oh, I do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen the guy that's going out there on the side.
Oh yeah,
and has a little timer.
Oh yeah, that's what in football, man. That's the TV clock.
It's like a NASCAR pit stop.
It kind of is. Yeah. If you'll notice all football, man, you'll watch that guy that walks out there. I mean, TV runs the fucking show, dude. There's nothing. I mean, you don't go till the director says you can. Pretty much. I mean, it's kind of the way it works, I mean, and football does the same. That's why that guy has that big clock on the thing.
It's amazing.
It's the dude with the orange arm.
Yep.
He's got the orange sleeve. You'll notice that. So,
it cracks me up. I was thinking when the first time I was ever at Notre Dame Stadium, and I went to see this guy running out in the halfway through on the 20-yard line. I went, why is that guy counting down? Oh, we're at commercial.
Yeah.
We're at commercial.
Well,
what's your job?
Live sports, live athletics, and that kind of on that stage is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I said, oh. It's commercial time. Yeah. That guy, what's your job? I'm the commercial clock. Pretty much.
Yeah. It's a good time, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, I mean, and obviously we don't have like NFL budgets to do it either. So we're trying to do this stuff on like, on an academics budget. You know what I mean? So
it's Notre Dame though.
I mean, we still did it well, but it wasn't, it's not like we had $100,000 to burn or something on, doing a halftime show.
You have any questions, James? So
no, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, and I'll just ramble. So don't slap me around, man. I don't know, because I'm just like looking through this wall in front of me and like having memories pop up in my head. So it's kind of, you know what I mean, man.
Well, that's
like,
good memories, though. It's fun.
It is. No, this is a blast, man. I'm having a good time.
So with you going somewhat college and you start working on from the beach and everything else.
I did recording school, which was it was the recording workshop in Ohio, Chillicothe, Ohio. And it's that, I mean, you're like, 2 months, but it was like, dude, I didn't sleep for 2 months straight. It was like literally they immerse you in the business of being no sleep and working 24 hours a day. Really? It was pretty wild, man. And they had 7 studios and we had bands in them constantly, 16 plus hours a day. I mean, it was great. I mean, we lived. I was a lot younger back then, but I had a red cargo van, and man, we pretty much lived out of that thing when we had a few minutes off, and that's go out to the van and then come back to the studio. So,
roundabout, when did you meet your wife?
Oh man, we're high school sweethearts, dude.
Are you guys?
Yeah,
really?
She's a 94 grad, and I'm a 92, and she, I remember the first day I ever saw her, man. Saw her in Spanish class, which I was only in for about 25 minutes. And then I quit and went to, it wasn't because I didn't want to learn Spanish. It was because I really wanted to do jazz band. And I had to do I liked playing music, man. I did trombone and stuff in high school, and so I was the one that played the bass trombone, but that was fun. So that 26 minutes in that class, man, I remember my first time I saw her. Fun stuff. And we've been happily married. It'll be 30 years this year.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, man.
Yeah. How'd you propose?
Oh, it was, I mean, dude, we'd already been together for like 4 or 5 years. So it was like, she's like, we're going to go out and get my ring. Yeah, so all right, we got the ring. And I'm like, cool. She goes, but here, you can have it to me. And it was like, she did it like it was like she did it and I did it together down at Riverview Park. And we just knew it was going to happen. We had dude, we've been dating for so many years already at that point. We just knew it was funny. That's, my wife's the most amazing person ever. I would be dead without her right now because there's nobody else in this world that could put up with me, and I get lonely very easy doing this business. I tend to work alone a lot. Like that's why I don't like DJ weddings anymore and stuff, because to be fair, man, like I'd be at a wedding DJ and you make good money, but I fucking miss my kids and my family so much, man. I just would be like, they're so lovely. Everybody here's having so much fun. Oh man, I'm missing. Fuck, they're doing this and this and this again tonight, and I've missed, what I mean. That's the hardest part about this business is you miss a lot, and I've regretfully in many cases missed way too much, but my somehow, because of the grace of God and my awesome amazing wife, my kids are amazing people, so that's good.
I just like how she said, well, I'm just gonna pick my ring out. You're just follow. You just hand me the cash.
No, I mean
card.
It's not even. It wasn't even that, because she even, she's industrious. She at the beginning of our marriage, she worked very hard, and I got to give her all the props because now she works at the school, at the middle school, but she at the beginning of our marriage, she didn't get the chance to go to college or anything either. So she went to work right away. I mean, she got good at doing the books for this company in Benton Harbor. It's, it was one of those manufacturing places, but she did all the payroll, blah, 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 did all that. She'd worked since she was, 13 or whatever at the dairy corner in St. Joe there and all that, and, she's a very hardworking woman, but, it's when, I first started in this business, man, you can't make money, you're poor. You're trying to get anybody to let you help do a show and make a little something, you're more or less like an intern, you know what I mean? Even though you're the amount of time it takes, you got to have, you're not making much of a living. But so my wife, we did the home daycare thing for quite a while, and she took care of us, pretty much until I actually was able to, get some credibility and get on the road and do some touring and make some actual money, met up with the Full Range crew, and, we did all the Venetians for many years, and we did a lot of corporate events. We still do a lot of corporate events. We used to go to Nashville a lot. Shit, nowadays, I got crews going to Portland. I got crews going to the other Portland, I've got crews in Nashville pretty regularly. I'm going next it's about 3 weeks away. I'm gonna fly down to the Boeing Center. We're doing an event down there. That's the Armored Mixed Martial Arts Association. So it's the AMMA, and it is becoming huge, and you should look it up on YouTube sometime. Well, it's awesome. It's basically knights in armor, and they have swords and shit and battle axes and stuff, and they fight in a fucking octagon, and it's fucking as crazy as you can imagine. So, and we bring out PA and we run the music, and the announcer mics are basically sitting at a table kind of like this next ringside, and I'm right over there running the mixer, and we just, or Matt or Nate or whoever's gone to the show,
nice.
Jerry, a couple of my guys. It's a lot of fun.
The juke joint said my son went there in recording workshop.
Oh yeah, Chill Coffee. Yeah, fun little place. I drove through there. It was closed. It was like a Sunday at like 8, but they're still doing their thing, man. It was all analog back in those days. I was just coming on the Pro Tools, and all that was just coming out right then, man. We were using the old Mac, whatever the hell's, 2s or 1s or 3s, or I don't even remember anymore.
So when did you start deciding, after you went to you went to one place, you were working for Pro Audio, you said. Mm-hmm. So when did you decide, I want to leave Pro Audio and start my own?
Well, I was mostly, like, when you say working for in this business, it's mostly just freelance. So, I'd work, probably 6 or 7, maybe bigger shows, just some theater stuff. But Full Range, I was mostly at the Mendel Center, and then Full Range kind of came around like Brian had Rattlehead Studios out there by the Harold Palladium. It was that house on the corner, right by the road that leads back by the Harold Palladium, Hollywood Road, I think it is. Yeah. Yep. And he had Rattlehead Studios, and when we first opened, when he first opened that up, I think he was there for maybe a year or something doing his thing. Brian Bavito, he would DJ at like Pebblewood and stuff back in the day. I mean, it's just crazy. He was, I think, a grade or 2 ahead of me, but and getting off here, but Brian's actually like Ringo's sound guy now. He's been Ringo's sound guy for a decade or more now, but it's kind of fun how the world works. But I basically answered like an ad. I think they had an ad in the fucking paper about looking for somebody. That was my other job. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I've only had a couple. No. The Full Range. It was Rattlehead. They were having a garage sale, and I went out there with my dad to look at some gear, and then I was just like, "Oh, you guys ever need help?" And I'm this fucking, I don't know. I was 21 or something. You know what I mean? So, big, 6'5", 230-pound kid, man. That had interest, I suppose, but I actually had some knowledge, from working in the theater for, since I had been 17, basically. And, so I'd seen hundreds of road tours and shows. And I mean, I worked backstage for the giant David Copperfield setup and everything. And that was actually kind of fun because I showed up late and never signed the waiver. So technically, legally, they can't stop me from telling you guys how that stuff was done. Not that I think I want to push the line here. So all 3 people that are watching this, right?
Yeah, 6.
Hey, sweet. Hi, 6 people.
Keeps going up 6 to 7 to 8. So yeah, you keep going up and down, up and down. That's why I don't think I can see.
That's all right. Sounds like my blood pressure or my libido. I don't know. It's possible.
You have anything, James, yet?
No. As far as traveling, what's the furthest place you've been? And
ooh, that's a fun question. Like for work or just period? Just I mean, in life, I've been to Hong Kong. Yeah. I went there when I was 12. My aunt and uncle and cousins and all of them lived in Hong Kong. My uncle was an executive of some company there, and they lived in Hong Kong, so that was fun. I was 12 years old, and I had been sailing a little bit at the Junior Foundation down in St. Joe on the Tuscarnia side there. Yeah, and I had been like a young sailing instructor and all that stuff too, so that was kind of a hobby of mine I really liked, and I wish I still did. But you got to live by water to do that. Yeah, it's kind of right on there. Anyways, yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's where were we? What was I talking about?
Where are you going? How far is she gone?
Oh yeah, Hong Kong. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, 12 years old. Going out on a big ass sailing yacht my uncle had, and sailing in the South China Sea and doing some of that. That was pretty cool. Otherwise, travel wise, I mean, I've been around most of this country. I mean, I've been to Alaska briefly. That was just like an airline stop, so I can't really count that. So I haven't really been there for work, but most of this country, I just I do this big pyro show every year. I do the PGA, it's the Pyrotechnics Guild International, and it's the world's largest basically like convention for pyros. Like the people that do like all the big shows everywhere. Like you're talking like Disney World or New York City or all the big cities when they do their 4th of July shows, and all the basically they're the like an organization for that. All this is where all those people come in, so they hold competitions too, and they hold like just shows more or less open to the public and everything, and it's a week long, and we bring a massive amount of PA and set it up for this thing, and we cover tens of thousands of people for every show all the week long, and the shit's outside in the dirt and it gets beat up. It's crazy, but it's a lot of fun.
I think Joe Rue we had on he used to do Nibby Pond's fireworks show. He used to do.
Yeah, he's probably a PGI member.
Yeah, he is, and he's talking.
I remember Tim talking
about that. And now he does Three Oaks. 4th of July.
And no, New Buffalo.
Oh, New Buffalo. New Buffalo.
Yeah,
he's doing New Buffalo this year.
Yeah,
and actually,
you got Baroda, which is always really big.
He did Baroda for a while, he said, but then he said he's doing New Buffalo this year, and actually he invited us to go. Push a button.
Behind the scenes.
Push a button.
Well, it's all time coded and like scripted, so you do literally just push the button and it goes. So
we said, cool, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, and then they are pyro musicals, and so that's what's really cool, and that's why you got to have a good PA.
So, have you ever done like a show that has drones and all that?
Oh, fuck, all the time. Yeah,
I've seen those a
lot. We
now.
Actually, it was a couple years back, but at the time I think we had set a world record, and that's been beat since, but it was like it was close to 10,000 drones or something at the time. It was crazy, man. I mean, it looked, dude, they had and it was a pyro show, so they had like drones. It looked like dragons fucking shooting fireballs and stuff, man. It was some crazy ass shit. And when I talking fireballs, I'm talking like mini Hiroshimas, man. I mean, these things are fucking massive. You know what I mean? I mean, you're talking, you feel the heat.
Wow. See, I wouldn't mind seeing a drone show. I hadn't seen that. That'd be kind of cool to see.
Yeah, but that's what's when I really like it, is because it's the interdisciplinary mixture of the show. That's what makes a good production, man, is the interdisciplinary mixed parts of the show. Like you got lights, sound, video, drones are really now coming into it. Like for us, shit at the AMMA, they use flying drones live to the video walls that we bring. So I mean, they fly a drone over the stage. They got their jib booms and stuff too, but they also have the drone that flies right through the stage roof and over the octagon and through, and you're seeing on the video walls and stuff, man. I mean, it's pretty wild shit, Yeah.
I wish I could fly a drone.
You never tried?
I tried once. Yeah. I bought my daughter a nice one.
Well, not that great at it, but
they fly themselves now anymore, just about.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how much you spend on it.
You set the routes for them.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
You can make them follow you.
I watched this one guy.
Tell you.
I saw this one guy shoot one off the beach, fly all the way up by he's down 2nd Street beach. So he took it all the way to the pier. I'm thinking, when's that ever just dies on a battery and all of a sudden lands in the water? What do you do?
I think
he said cry.
You don't do that. Yeah.
He said cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went, why? He said, that thing cost me $5,000.
Oh yeah.
He said, I'm gonna cry. I said, I'm gonna cry for you.
Yeah, the good ones like that are expensive.
Yeah,
and then the little tiny ones are expensive because the ones that they're flying are really small, but the camera and their wireless, you know, I mean, it's incredible, man.
Do I have small? Mine is about yay big.
Come in a nice hard case and everything.
Yeah, I have
Really?
a carrying bag and everything for it.
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I haven't used it in a couple of years. Actually, probably longer than that.
Just like, let's break it out.
Yeah, come on.
I may have to. Yeah, I may bring it out this summer.
That'd be kind of cool to use.
Yeah.
Would you trust me with it?
No.
Yeah.
You have never tried to use one, have you? No, you gotta do a
big
tutorial.
open park. Yeah,
you have to do a short tutorial.
The short tutorial. I'm gonna have to learn how to fly it.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Can you just give me the remote? Just give me the controller.
Yeah, you were saying something about your crew. How big is your crew when you go on these shows and stuff?
It changes, you know. It just depends on needs, but I mean, you know, they can be anywhere from 2 or 3 guys to 20 guys. Shit, it really just depends. It's all production, and we in our case we do a lot of different stuff. I mean, we in the winter, we're slowish, so we mostly just do like private events with Blammo and those guys. We do a lot of shows with Blammo.
Yeah.
But and they've been around 25 years too.
Oh, yeah. I love Blammo.
Yeah. But we do a lot of like private parties and weddings and stuff, but those are decent little shows, they keep the bills paid in the winter. And because I'm not pushing hard on big payrolls right now if I can help it. I mean, I ran the Mendel Center on contract for 6 years, I think, and it exhausted me because I did that and worked my normal 40 at Notre Dame, and it was just, what I mean? I was working, I mean, it was just it was a slave labor time kind of thing. It was just killing me. It was like, you can't work 80 hours a week and make it, you can't put that much time in work. It was 6 years, and by the end I was happy to be done with it because it was exhausting. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I just couldn't do it. It was kind of, I dove in and bit off too much. And so doing what I do now, it's nice. I maintain a pretty nice rig. I've got a good crew, and I think I've got some prospects of some younger people coming up, which is nice. They've been reaching out to me, which is always nice, because it's I don't do a lot of install work. I do some install work, but I don't do a lot. So that's where a lot of people meet their people. They'll be in a venue or at a school or something like that, putting in a sound system, and and it was I had at one time, guys, I had 30 W2'd employees, man. Wow. It was so exhausting. I hated my life. I hated it. I just did. There was nothing in the world that was worth it. I was missing everything. So
with the crew that is it harder to find younger kids that want to do that kind of stuff?
Well, it is, and it is, and it isn't. Okay, so it's a tough business. One, I mean, you got to have somewhat of a physical ability. I mean, even if you're still 2-man and everything, you still got to have somebody that can lift the other side of something that weighs 100 pounds or 170 pounds, so, that's, and sometimes you got to lift it over your head, what I mean? So, I mean, it's, so there is that side of things. And you do have sometimes people that are like really, really interested, but they just, the particular work I might need, slinging stages and things maybe, or putting up PAs, it's difficult. But then you also got the ones that are like, you can overlook that just because they got some technical prowess that you're like, okay, this one actually, they might not need to sling everything as much because they're going to be a driver, they're going to be a leader, or
So you have to at least lift about 100 pounds.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to all the time, but I mean, it's difficult. I mean, it's just, I mean, think about it, man. If
that makes more sense. Why
200-pound sub box, man. I mean, it's there are ways that one person can move things, but it's only to a point. I mean, it's team lift on stuff, and you got to be able to do the other half of whatever that is. And so it's just,
that makes more sense.
Unfortunately, it's the economics of the world that we work in.
That makes more sense. Why Mark can only lift about 25 pounds when he's at the sandbar and stuff.
Yeah, Mark. Well, Mark's awesome, man. But Mark's had his, he's had that physical issue he had.
I know
It's hard on him, man.
I'm just picking out.
No, I know.
He knows his shit though. He does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mark and I have worked with each other for many, many years, man. We both came up at Full Range together.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I have Mark come out and work for me often. Yeah, he just worked with me in Notre Dame this past weekend.
That's what he said. That's what he said. I told him you're coming on. He said, "Sweet, that'll be a good show."
Yeah.
So I had to pick on him. One of my question is, I don't know if it's one of his, but I'm sorry. When you're growing up around music, almost pretty much of your life, who did you kind of looked up to, entertainer wise?
That's interesting. That's a good question. I mean, I've got, some of those like core memories probably, you know what I mean? That like you just, they look like a postcard, but it's like a video rewinding, over and over and over. And like one core memory for me actually is my dad playing Santana music. He played he would play like, the one song Black Magic Woman is what I just remember hard. I just remember it. I can almost picture exactly what I was wearing, the situation in the house, my sister. I think it's because there was a video that I probably saw when I was a little bit older, but this was still on VHS. Who the hell knows where that would ever be anymore? But, and it's, but I just remember, really liking my dad. My dad liked a lot of the guitar greats. And so but like, not like the, he was more the bluesier kind style, that's kind of more what he enjoyed, like me as a teenager. I mean, sure, like, 12 or 13, I can remember like liking Van Halen and stuff like that, but, for me, definitely, like I was one of those grunge kids during the 90s, early 90s, it was all, for me, it would have been like all Nirvana and, Pearl Jam, Chili Peppers. I went to the very first World Music, or the, what was it? The Lollapalooza. That's it. The very first one at the World Music Theater in Chicago. Really? Yeah, it was the very first one. And it was Butthole Surfers and fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers. I remember Flea came out wearing nothing but a bass and a helmet that was on fire and shit. I mean, it was just, it was so crazy, man. I think that, that was before I was really, and I was still just a kid in high school, so I was just doing jazz band stuff like that. But I think that's really one of the first big concerts. Oh my God, I would have dropped
the trombone and I would have played the guitar.
Right. Well, I got these meat sausage hands. I was not ever able. My dad tried, and I was like, sorry, I'm such a disappointment. But, but here's Morgan. So you know how it is.
I got thrown by my sister.
Oh, my sister's an amazing, talented
one. Yeah. Because the reason I always we like to ask performers or someone that seen shows and stuff like that, they kind of just who they like.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one of those original answers that you picked your dad. I think that is a very humble and awesome memory that you have.
Yeah.
It's not your first concert. It's not your first person that you saw when you did your own production.
Right.
It's the first person you saw was your dad.
Well,
that's what, like you said, it's a core memory that you're always going to go to.
My dad was hugely influential musically, influential musically, because he just, everything music in my childhood has my dad in it. Memory wise, do you know what I mean? Like every single memory, just about.
Oh, you're making them cry.
Eyelash smile.
I mean, no, but it is. I mean, it's true.
Eyelashes tickle my eye.
You got yeah, it's okay, big guy. It's okay. I got teared up when he said his dad too. It's okay.
No, it's all good, man. No, but that's isn't that what you want? Isn't that how it should be anyways? I mean, as far as I feel like I feel like I don't know. I'm happy with how he dadded. Let's put it like that.
Okay. I understand that.
It's just like it's a terribly eloquent way.
It's not a word. It's not a word, but I like it. I'm going to use it. Now. Now you're talking Joe-ish.
Yeah.
That's right.
You
got anything, James, right now? I have another one.
No, go ahead.
Oh, sweet.
You guys are
follow up
fun. This is fun.
So Mike actually goes with more music on. Who was your best show that you produced?
Ooh, God. I was thinking
That
you
was
might ask
my
that.
question.
You said you didn't have a question.
I said I have one after
Oh.
Yeah.
That was my question.
All right, I'll change mine.
No, go ahead. No. That's a question from both of us. Go
I
ahead.
know it's a tough one because I got to sit and like wade through the levels of crazy in my head to fucking dig out.
All right, then while you think that,
I got so many that I could bring up, man. There's
so
just,
I'll let you think that.
okay, all right.
Well, if you were in his shoes and you did production, what would one show that you'd like to do? Or doesn't have to be a show; it could be a comedian because he does, like he said, he did.
He does all the
Garfield, yeah.
Sure.
So, what show would you like if you were in his shoes?
I mean, we partied on Adam Sandler's tour bus when he was in Michigan or up in Michigan State. You know, that was way back in the day. But he had a rock and roll tour.
That's when he.
Adam Sandler toured with a rock band and
that's
did
when
a
he
comedy
did the
show.
rock.
That
Yeah,
kind of thing.
that's when he did all his live music too.
Yeah, he was also they
was
partied.
yeah.
So yeah, that was fun.
That was back in when he was in
He was young.
Saturday Night Live too.
Yeah.
Right after he left.
But I mean, that was an interesting day. I remember that one pretty well. Amazingly, surprisingly, I remember that one pretty well.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Anybody out there?
I would have to say somebody like BB King or something like that.
Mm.
If I
BB
could.
King now that's
Oh.
sitting in a chair, or BB King that was standing up and rocking it out?
Now, how long ago was that?
25, 50 years ago.
Wait, 25, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
So, well, no, I couldn't have made that one. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
about 30 years ago, about that.
I like that.
He was still standing at that point in time.
Yeah,
Right?
he was, yeah.
Yeah, I always love to see that. Be like, I was a part of that.
Yeah.
I'm the one that did that show, yeah. I like that.
That'd be the one.
I like that answer.
That is cool.
That'd be fun.
I don't know. I mean, like a show I'd love to do. I'd love to just. I've never even seen like Pearl Jam or anything, but
Really?
I know because I don't see concerts too often. I'm usually too busy working. You know what I mean? I mean,
Hey,
I'm working when everybody's partying.
Hey,
So.
don't feel bad because everybody says, "Who did y'all see in for Venetia?" I said, "I don't remember."
Yeah. Well,
I did it when I was
Kansas Sticks.
I said
Cinderella, Bowling for Soup. How many others? What else we done? We did quite a few good blues shows on the side stage too.
See, I can't remember all the shows. I can't.
Yeah, I
did this.
My kids told me to start writing it down some point because my dad had dementia. I'm afraid I'm gonna forget everything. In 25 years. So
I did.
We'll
I've seen
Make videos.
I've done a lot of shows. I've done a lot of shows with this man too.
That's why this is actually kind of enlightening and fun.
Yeah, make videos to remind you.
It's nice that that's a person I used to do shows with that during Venetia.
Oh yeah, Joe was always around.
Shit.
He was always in it. He always had his ass on a golf cart somewhere.
Yeah, that too. Hey,
right.
Hey, the funny thing is, I was second in control, or I was in control, so I didn't have to lift any of the 50-pound shit.
Yeah.
I had a stage crew that. Did that
he would just go.
Yeah, they said we need this done over here. I said, all right.
Yeah, Dolphy, go get that.
Yeah, go.
You snap your fingers.
Yeah, go. Come on.
You son of a bitch.
He was a finger snapper.
Yeah, come on.
Or it was Van Patten snap his fingers at you.
Yeah. No, I never worked on Van Patten. I was under Medestra, so Medestra was always doing other stuff. So
yeah,
he was always.
I'm sure he was.
Yeah, he was doing other stuff. Where he said, "Here, Joe, run this." But
I love those guys. I miss those times.
I still say the one show that I was pissed off about, still to this day, I'm still mad about the man, was Billy Squire. Because we told him do not trash or take anything out of the trailers and campers that we rented for these guys. What did he do? Grabbed his mattress, put it on top of the trailer, the RV, climbed up there with it, and meditated.
Rock and roll.
I know. Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, he had that British accent too. Yeah. So yeah. So I've been thinking the one rule we gave the man.
Well, it's because you guys gave him a rule. That's why fucking Billy Squire, dude.
Something
Right?
you couldn't do.
Yeah, Billy Squire. Yeah, okay, stroke it, man. Yeah, whatever.
You're like, you're not Billy Idol.
Yeah. At least I would. But the cool thing is he brought that whole light show in from his stage. But the coolest show I still think till this day, and I told this a lot on the show, is country shows. The country shows
They're the
signed
nicest
every
people.
single
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
They didn't care. They didn't have a VIP line. The VIP line they took pictures with, but they signed every single.
Didn't you guys have some people in there that weren't as famous, but later on in their career got famous?
Lee Bryce,
Luke, Bryant? No.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Luke,
something like that. I don't know.
think it's like,
I don't remember the country name.
Yeah, Luke Bryant. Yeah, Luke Bryant. Because he came on twice. He was here for Venetian. Then he came back and did the fairgrounds, and
he signed autographs.
Yeah, he signed autographs. Who was the other one? Little Big Town.
We did Kenny Chesney years ago at Heartland.
I know.
In South Bend,
and
this was before he was really
I like
big.
they call it Heartland.
Well, it was
Heartland.
Heartland.
I DJ'd when it was Heartland. Then when they got bought over to Fever, I DJ'd Fever too.
Yeah.
So Snoop Dogg did Fever too.
Yeah.
What do you guys think is the difference between country singers signing autographs and the other ones not doing it so much?
That's a good question. You know,
I don't do much. What do you mean by?
Kind of refuse to sign autographs.
Yeah,
that's more.
It just seems. I don't know.
What do you think the reason behind it is?
It's a good question.
Well,
almost culturally, just the country people just raised sit until everybody's done. I guess I don't know. Southern hospitality kind of. You know?
My thing was, I asked that question to somebody one time. I can't remember the true answer was, but they said we do it for the people because these are the people that love our music, and that's why. We're not. He says we're not rock stars, but we are. But we still care what people think.
They're loyal to the fans.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the rock stars they have a bigger head.
The only people that have
egos, kind of, maybe
except Tesla. Tesla's or not? Is it Tesla or Cinderella? Who has the lead singer named Jeff? I think it's Tesla. Yeah, Tesla because he was 20 years sober, and he signed all autographs. Every single one came out there. Where he had a booth. He went to his merch booth and started signing autographs. And then all of a sudden he says, "Joe, can you hold this shirt down for me?" And so I held the shirt down because I'm in back there. And then all of a sudden people come up, "Who are you?" I said, I'm the stage manager. "Can I have your autograph?" I went, seriously?
Yeah, a lot of times the second chancers are really good. You know what I mean? The second chancer guys, like the guys that they've had a resurgence after a long kind of time down.
Yeah, so I loved it. I was signing autographs right there with them, and they were signing every autograph until we had to shut down the place because we wanted to go home. But actually,
I would say most of the time. I don't know why, but my experience, most of the time, the country shows are the guys are pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, who else?
Pretty easy.
We had a lot of country people on. I love the country shows. That was my favorite, especially Luke Bryant. It is Luke Bryant because actually, Luke Bryant was. I got Christmas cards from him when he played Venetian until he made it really big. And then he came back here and I went backstage where he was playing the fairgrounds and he still remembered me who I was. So I made an impression on him. That and he had the same wife. And
so, I think really the worst shows I've ever had probably were the New Year's Eve doing a rave thing. And there was like 7 stages and then the promoter got like all the door and then like left. And skipped town and like nobody got paid. And I had like 4 guys trying to guard 7 stages of shit. And like the DJs are like, well, fuck, I'm gonna take this mixer and shit because this is fucking what they owe me. You know what I mean? We're like, fuck no, that's my mixer. And and I mean, like it was that, man. It was, I mean, I had guys getting in fist fights with people and stuff. So yeah, that was
I am impressed. The one show that I would love to go see or even work at. No, Chicago. Chicago would probably be one of the better bands I would love to go see.
Fantastic band.
Yeah. A lot of hits.
Gosh, man. We've done so many good things.
Yes. How big is Chicago? I mean, the band?
It's at least a 9-piece
Yeah,
band.
really?
Yeah, they're big. Yeah. Big horn section.
Horn section, everything.
Rhythm section.
I love their music.
Plus a lead singer and everybody's like probably 6 backup singers. And
You ever thought about trying to get another gig and doing another venues and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, what I do right now, I gotta revolve around my day job, sort of a thing, at Notre Dame. So, which I work at the Performing Arts Center, which is awesome. It's amazing, actually. It's 2004 dollars, it was $65 million building, you know. So what's that nowadays? Probably over $100 million if they built it again, you know, at least. But it's a beautiful venue. It's got like adjustable acoustics, and you can push buttons and the walls will move, and you can change reverb times, you know, in the room by 3 seconds. You know, I mean, it's insane. You know, I mean, you're talking room that seats, you know, almost 1,000 people, and just, you know, it's plus it's multi venues too, and so that's been fun. I've been there 25 years. I really like that place. They were good to us, man. They took care of us very well during COVID, and it was, you know, it's a great place to be. It's put my kids through college, you know, some of the perks, you know, so. But
did they go to Notre Dame?
Yeah, one of them did.
Really?
Yeah, my oldest went. My son went to IU, and my second two haven't done anything yet. He loved it, man. He had a good time, and this year he already graduated, but this year he had a good time.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Just because Notre Dame wasn't in it, it's okay.
Well, hey, first of all, he grew up an Irish fan too, so you got to remember he's been an Irish fan his whole life. 25 years. He's only 22 years old, so you do the math, right? So yeah, he's an Irish fan from birth. So, but you know, it's a good place. It's a fun culture. You know, football season's a little insane because South Bend becomes football. You know, I mean, South Bend is not a very big town. If you guys don't know, it's not a very big town.
It's not a very big
town. You know, it's
the college was not there.
Yeah, and Notre Dame's not a very big school. I mean, people don't realize there's only 8,200 undergrad. You know, I mean, it's not very many kids. You know, that's you know, and then you know with grad students, I mean, you're only at like 12,000 students, man. It's not a big school.
But if you look at any other major school, they're not very big.
No, it's the biggest little school.
Yeah,
that's what I tell people. I said it's the biggest little school there is. It's literally got worldwide reach and renown, but it's tiny. You know what I mean? It's 14,000 acres or something, or 1,400 acres in South Bend. You know, it's not very big.
Still better. I didn't get to go.
Oh yeah, you had a chance.
I had a chance.
Yeah.
You couldn't beat the last two guys.
I couldn't beat the last two guys on the fucking golf team. Yes, thank you. You bring that up. I'm still bitter.
The biggest moment.
Or the SAT, but that's all right. You know?
Actually, I did pretty good on that. Thank you.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I could do tests. I just didn't want to do homework. Tests were easy for me. I have a great memory.
That means you didn't learn anything.
Yeah, thank God I can remember shit.
Remember.
So he's a good little computer. So
yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Yep.
But yeah, no, so I went to Ferris.
No, it's cool. Hey, Ferris is a great school, man. To be fair, you know, I mean, party school though.
I got my bachelor's degree there. So.
Alcohol, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was a golf student until I went that, and then I stopped and.
Bachelor in alcohol.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's not like Spartans though, but yeah, they're the first biggest partying school in Michigan.
Yeah, Ferris, man. Oh yeah,
Ferris is second
on a number of
state is first. I could tell.
It goes state, Ferris, Western, but Western always sometimes beats Ferris, so it all depends on what year you're at. So
yeah. That's
top
funny.
3. Then it goes Michigan. I always say at least Spartans can beat them at something.
Drinking.
Well, that was my son's IU claim, is that they own the party school thing pretty much, you know, for Indiana.
Is IU really a big party school though?
It's pretty massive, dude. Bloomington's a pretty lively town.
I just didn't think that would be a big party school.
It's a cool little town, man. Oh yeah,
I've never been to
lots of bars.
Yeah,
I've never been there.
Never.
Oh, it's beautiful. You should go. It's a beautiful Southern Indiana. Actually, is quite beautiful. It's
as far as I've been, it was Indiana.
The middle and upper Indiana sucks more or less. I mean, but Southern Indiana is really pretty. Lots of hills and kind of.
I'll ask this question because we just found this. I don't know who did it or who was telling us about this. Would you ever want to DJ or do sound for a major football stadium for a wedding?
For a wedding in a stadium? Well, that would be weird.
What was that? That was last week, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was what, in the Super Bowl?
No.
Those people got married.
I can't remember who said that, but
it was last week.
Was it last week?
Yeah, it was just last week.
Who did we have?
Oh,
Oh no, it was Chris.
Chris, yeah.
Yeah, it was Chris from PS1 Boyfriend.
Oh yeah,
He said, he said he played in his band in Colt Stadium.
Oh,
for a wedding. They
rented the whole place.
Wow, and they used the field and everything.
Yes.
That's where it was at. Wow,
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah, we've done a number of weddings and stadiums, but they're never on the field. They're
This
like
was
the ballroom or something.
Yeah, I know, because I was at a wedding.
That's
that
pretty
got
neat.
Married
Lucas
at
Oil Stadium.
Yeah,
I got married in actually back then it was a Silverhawks Stadium.
Oh yeah, the Cove.
Yeah, the Cove where they got married. They got married on home plate. And
Four
all
Winds
that.
Field now.
Yeah, now
yes.
it's 4 Winds, yeah. They got married on home plate.
That's cool.
And the reception was upstairs. But
Yeah.
I mean, I still think that was one of the top.
You could do that on a regional size.
It was a top
like that,
three.
though.
It was
That's
a top 3 weirdest places that I've ever been to a wedding. But home plate. They got married on home plate.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, okay. That's still weird in my eyes.
Is it really?
Yes. It's not my number one though. My number one is still to this day.
Weirdest places?
Weirdest place that I know that I went to a wedding at.
Yeah, what's the first one?
First one is Niles Haunted House.
Somebody got married there.
Yes. From a dead priest.
What?
She walked down in a black dress. He got married. He was married and he wore a white suit. And
Duality,
they came down and underneath torches. I got to hold one of the torches. So
interesting.
That is kind of weird.
I had to dress up in my Michael Myers costume.
Holding the torch.
Holding a torch, yeah.
That's kind of strange.
It was still weird. It was one of the weirdest weddings I've been to.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So.
I would probably concur if I was at
Yeah.
Oh, top of the hour.
All right, we're at the top of the hour.
Grab my ears.
All right, guys, it's the top of the hour, 9 p.m. Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast. Coming at you again with episode 152. We have Josh Ingle on the show tonight. Guys, if you guys are watching YouTube or any of the platforms that we're on, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button so you can get more content every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. right here on Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast. All right, guys, we're getting back to the show. Here we go.
I'm ready.
You ready? You sure?
Yeah.
Joe's revamping.
I was waiting for the sound effects and shit.
No, there's no sound effects on the second one. He hasn't figured that one out yet.
Oh,
there we go.
I got a little something for you.
Yeah,
You got buttons over here.
Yeah.
Second half is all about you now, Joe.
Oh, yeah. So, owning your own production company, honestly, how hard was it to start building the clientele? Building, I mean, actually, no, I'll rephrase that. I'll ask this question actually. How did you land Notre Dame? I'm kind of curious about that one.
Well, Notre Dame, I was we knew we had our kid coming. Our first kid. We'd been married a couple years, 4 years or something, and I'd been working for Full Range, and but I didn't have insurance, and and I knew the kid was coming, and I had to kind of decide: am I gonna grow up and play dad, or am I gonna just be like sound guy out here having fun?
Do I have to be a real adult now?
Well, I decided to be dad, so basically I more or less I amicably we were on good terms and everything, but I had to leave Full Range, and I actually went to Sun Appliance in St. Joe, and I'd worked there for about 6 months selling appliances and moving appliances and doing all that.
Sun Appliance.
Yeah, that was right
on
behind,
South
on
State Street.
Yeah.
right behind
South
Lico.
State Street in St. Joe, Michigan.
I used to go there a lot.
But I would mix for Dave occasionally down at Czars, for Tom, but Dave Mackey couldn't be. It was before he was getting real sick, but I think he wasn't in great health all the time, so he wouldn't be able to mix a lot, and so I would go down there and fill in for Dave Mackey occasionally, and one night I was mixing down there, and I don't remember. It was like something happened at another point. Somebody had told me, "Hey, there's something about a sound job at Notre Dame. You should look into it." And I was like, I don't know. And then I was mixing the show down there at Czars, and Brian old boss, you know, from Full Range, and Vito, he was at Czars that night, and he came up and he goes, "Hey, I was mixing, and he goes, I heard that there's a sound position on an opening up at Notre Dame with insurance and all that stuff." And he goes, you could beat anybody or whatever. I don't know, remember what he fucking said, something like that. And he goes, he said, you know, you should go and try that. And so I thought, well, now it's two people now I've mentioned this thing. And I went to apply for it, and, you know, and I cleaned up my act and stuff, you know, so I was, you know, ready for getting a new job, so to speak, right? And so I call about the job, and they're like, well, you know, we'll take your application, but I think we got it filled. And so the dude, it turns out like 2 days later, they called me because the dude couldn't pass a drug test. And so he lost the job. And so I got to go down there, and my interview with them was basically this pile of shitty PA stuff sitting on the ground, most of it old Electro Voice and whatnot, and just amps and some speakers and cables and mics and blah. And he had a little parametric EQ in a rack, and he goes, make it as loud as possible without feedback, and that's your interview. And it was my old boss, Tom Blitcher, and he's tough boss to work for, but a good guy overall. You know, he had integrity, and he wanted to know that I had what it took to do the job right, not just, you know. So anyways, and I'm sitting there going, well, shit, man, I've done hundreds of rock and roll shows. I've been the monitor engineer for this. Ain't nothing, man. So whipped this little thing together and rocked it out, man, and got the job. So passed a drug test. You know? Yeah, so, but it was a long 25 years ago this year. So yeah, fun stuff, man.
Wait a minute. So they gave you a pile of shit.
Yeah, just a pile of gear sitting on the floor there, and they're like, he's like, here, he goes like, here, you take 5 minutes and put this rig together. You should be able to put this together in 5 minutes and make it sound as loud as possible and clear, and let's see what you can do. Yeah, it was cool. It was the most interesting job interview I've ever had.
That is a strange interview.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool because that's what your job was going to be.
Yeah. Well, you know, athletic facilities suck for sound, especially back then. We didn't have line arrays and stuff, really. We weren't pumping, you know, we weren't rocking the shit like we are nowadays, you know, the active rigs that are all tuned out badass, you know. Guys were just building boxes and sticking them up in the attic there, basically in the Joy Center. You know, that's what that system was before when I got there originally, you know. And yeah, so anyways, it was fun, good times. And then, you know, and then I kind of moved from athletics after I think 3.5-4 years. I moved to the Performing Arts Center when they built that bad boy, and that's a fun place.
Do you miss the football games?
Yeah, I missed the budget. Games. I missed the budget because athletics has got money, and so like when they want stuff, they can get it pretty easy, and they got more money than we have. So like in the time that like an athletics facility, they would change out a console at least 2 times, maybe 3 times in the time that I get to change out one. So my last console lasted 15 years, and that's a long time for a piece of professional mixing console. You know, I mean, it's a nice board, but technology moves quick, you know what I mean? And then in that world where I'm filling writers, you know what I mean, for international artists and stuff, you got to have some good stuff. You got to have the good stuff. And so they're finally learning it. You know, here's the thing. It's like Notre Dame wanted this Performing Arts Center for a long time. So, you know, like 50 years or more, you know, and it took them a long time. They don't build things willy-nilly, you know, they don't spend money unless they have the money. They don't get loans. You know, they make sure things are in order first. And it took them a while to get it in order, but they were, you know, it was like 90% there. You know what I mean? It wasn't quite there all the way, and so they had to duck back on a few things with their PA originally and this and that. And so, yeah, you know, it's just the way it is. You know.
So
the Performing Arts Center is designed to lose money.
What
year
did they get it all together? As far as the newer technology.
Well, I've been working on it constantly, man. We're finally there. I've got a nice new console this year. You know, they finally. I mean, that was probably close to 70G. You know, so I mean, that's not nothing. You know, you know. So you know, I've got a nice new console in the main room. But you know, I mean, overall, I've probably got another I've got, if you think about it, you got a lobby, you got multiple venues, you've got all the technology, everything's changing constantly. You need, like we had 2 times where the FCC stole the wireless frequencies from us. So we were like, literally, we had wireless mics that were garbage, and you're talking $2,000 a channel for a microphones. You know what I mean? All of a sudden you've got 50 grand and stuff that you just got to throw in the garbage can because the FCC said, screw you, we're going to give that to Verizon. And but that's why we all have these phones now that are badass and are fast, because we lost half of the spectrum for the wireless.
I don't know. I got 18
for concert shows. Same thing, man. It took them all, But I mean, it's such as progress, man. But that's, that's the stuff, like me personally, that hit me hard because I mean, I had a dozen or something. I mean, for a little guy like me to throw away 25 grand in microphones because I can't use them legal anymore. I mean, that happened twice. The FCC did within 5 years, man. Wow. That was back in like 2012 and stuff. They hit us hard. I mean, that, it's not like I'm a big company now, but I was little guy.
What kind of shows do you do in your nice venue that you do now?
We do all kinds of stuff in that thing, man. It's we do everything from like the Notre Dame concert bands and the symphonies and Glee Club and that kind of stuff to Supreme Court justices. Quite often we have them come in and they'll do talks in there. I mean, we had Mayor Pete came in and did a thing about a week ago. I mean, they do all kinds of different things, I mean, it's a lot of fun, man. I mean, we had Condoleezza Rice and John Kerry. I mean, that was a great talk. Like, it was like, oh my God, you two should be running like back in the old days when they would take people of different parties and make them president and vice president. You two would like make a good couple, It was fun. It's just, some of that stuff is funny, man. It's, it's interesting,
She's a alumni, right?
She went to Notre Dame. Yeah. She did her master's, I believe, there. I've done presidents because of that.
Oh, really?
Notre Dame.
Nice.
I've done. I've put a mic on Warren Buffett. I mean, it's there's all kinds of weird shit, man. I mean, yeah. I've met hundreds of rock stars and stuff, and then I think, this is just an interesting person right here, and not somebody you'd ever, that stuff happens all the time. There, Lou Holtz, shit. I've met Lou Holtz a bunch of times. I'm just saying, he's one of those people. I remember in football in high school, they would play the tapes of Lou Holtz talking, for pumping you up and stuff.
I met a couple of times.
It's just, like I said, it's the biggest little school, man. It's just a really cool, a cool atmosphere to be, man.
With that
shit, I had Taylor Swift walk past my office, bro.
Really?
Yeah, like literally, Taylor Swift walked by my door and went out the door and fucking got her thing, because she came. Her brother went to school at Notre Dame and he was in the theater, and so he was in a show and she wanted to come see the show, so they like locked the whole place down and had her escorted in the back door. And my office is the back door, it's I'm just saying, it was fun, man. It was kind of neat, what I mean? That's the kind of shit you see in this business, so it's a lot of fun.
It's okay, he's a Swiftie fan.
Yeah.
Only doing football.
Yeah, right. No, I'm just saying it's interesting, you know what I mean? I mean, it really, really is. You see, you have at least 1 or 2 John Bon Jovi sightings every year, that kind of stuff.
I know, he's ever since his son went there, now he's like there all the time.
Right.
He's still there?
No, he's not there anymore, but they still come through, and I mean, dude, Martin Short was on the advisory council for my building, for the performing arts.
Really?
Yeah, because his son went to Notre Dame, and Martin Sheen went to Notre Dame, obviously the president, from all that fun stuff.
That Jay said.
It's a fun place, man. Hey, I'd tell you a fun story. You know what I saw one time? I saw Regis Philbin and Larry King walking down the sidewalk at Notre Dame during a football game.
And nobody knew who they were.
Nobody knew. Well, everybody was in the game. Everybody was in. They were out. It was like, I don't remember what it was, but I was heading to the press room because I had to go to the press conference room to set shit up for the post game, and I'm literally like 10 feet behind them, and I didn't even realize it was them until Regis went, Larry, go get this. Or he said, like, Larry, catch this. And like, literally, Larry took off and like fucking started running, like, like Larry King rung, and, he didn't want to break into pieces, but he took like 10 steps and turned around and fucking Regis threw the football to him. Dude, I'm not fucking lying to you. I'm not lying to you. It's just the weirdest shit. I'm telling you, you see weird shit. It's a big little place, man.
So since you grew up a Notre Dame fan and everything else, you have friends that were Michigan fans, State fans, everything else around you.
Mm-hmm. I didn't grow up a Notre Dame fan though, because I didn't really know much about Notre Dame.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't. I didn't. My parents weren't into college football or anything. I didn't really know much about it, you know.
But how the atmosphere is in that era, in that around that whole entire around that whole thing. Everybody always says you can feel the aura, you can feel the atmosphere, you can feel.
There's the famous saying about Notre Dame is that if you don't know, no explanation will suffice, or something like that. And if you do know, no explanation's necessary. So it's, you know what I mean. It's kind of like one of, you know, it's, you know.
Oh man, I'm gonna kill this name. Thanks, Nardo. Todd Rugnan.
Oh yeah, Todd Rundgren.
Thank you. Todd Rundgren,
yes.
was a cool.
Bang your drum all day, man. Yeah. Bang on your drum all day.
Yeah.
That's
thanks,
Todd
Nardo.
Rundgren, yeah.
Don't forget to check out Nardo's Pizza.
Yeah, Todd Rundgren came to our place. I think Todd Rundgren came to Nardo's Pizza because Nardo's is the best pizza in the Midwest. And
look at that, Nardo! You got a shout out. That's a nice plug.
Yeah.
See, I didn't pay him to do that either.
I think if Todd Rundgren does come to the Midwest, he should stop at Nardo's Pizza at the former Czars in St. Joe, Michigan.
Hey, look at that! Got another one. Look at that. We just love it.
You know, Nardo's awesome, actually, and this is going to take a chance to talk about him because I think he needs to get off his butt and we need to do a show in St. Joe. Like
he does do shows. He does.
Well, no. I mean, we're like talking like a big outdoor festival thing, like take over the street and do all that. And, you know.
Has he talked to you?
Yes. So
I was like,
ideas abounding.
I was saying, has he talked to you too?
Yes.
Yeah, he's talking.
Anyways, love you, Nardo.
I was wondering where you go with that. Who else knows about that? Come on. Actually, you're the first person I told him to talk to, though.
Yeah. Oh, we've talked.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely we should.
Nardo
and I've done shows before.
I know, but
we do shows quite often.
I talked to him about you. I would love to have you back and doing those kind of shit.
That's what we should do. That's what I do, man. I feel like, you know, for pound, I'm one of the very best there is.
I think you are.
I just, you know, we love what we do. And
you have passion.
I try to do it the best that we can be done and the fairest that it can be done. You know, I try not to rip anybody off, you know, but that also bites me in the ass often because I'm probably not enough money sometimes too. So, you know what I mean? But, you know, you get gigs at reoccurring. That also helps. So.
What presidents have you seen?
Presidents? Oh, I've done.
You said you saw.
Yeah, I've done quite a few vices like Cheney, and I've done Bush a couple times. I've done Clinton, Obama. Yeah, Obama was there. That's right. That was he came. He came through Notre Dame, but that was at athletics. He never came into our building for that one. So no, I did not get to do Obama, but he was there. He was our speaker the one year. I was already gone by that point. I had just left. Because when did he come in?
I think.
Because I left in 04.
I know he did talk at the.
I left in 04, so I think that was too early because I would have still been Bush because he was in Bush, at 01 with the 2000 or 9/11. That's right. Yeah, that's right. So that would have been right then. Yep. So yeah, he was there right after that. But anyways.
Wow, I was around the same time as Venetian, so because we had
that's all I try to remember.
Yeah, we had a falling out because I didn't get to see you every year after that. So the only time I got to see you is when I did see you at Notre Dame games and stuff like that.
When did Venetian stop?
I don't remember. I really don't. It's all a blur. I really don't.
Yeah, when did it stop?
2012 or something.
We had our 28th. We had our 28th anniversary. I do know that. So,
yeah, that was a fun time. Fun people.
I did see you a couple of times at the games throughout the years.
Oh yeah, I had one time I was talking to a friend of mine on the phone. He lives up in Lansing, and he was on the cell phone with me, and I was standing on the end zone, and I saw me pop up on the screen or something like that, and I go, "Hey, there I am," and I wave, and he goes, "Holy shit, I see it!" or whatever he goes. Yeah, it's just funny.
Do you like where they moved the soundboard to now by the student section?
Oh, that one down there?
Yeah.
That's not for the stadium.
I know. But
That's me. That's just us.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah. For what we do, you mean?
Yeah.
Because that's right. Because you can't. I think you can.
Yep.
Yeah. That it's a compromise, but it works well. You know what I mean? It keeps everybody safer. That's a big thing. We used to be like on the field, like we rolled PA and shit, like you saw at the Super Bowl this week where they're on carts and they're right there on the field. We would do that kind of stuff, and they don't like to do that anymore in college football because people get hurt.
This man told me
liability.
This man told me all I had to do is carry cord here and there, and I'm on the field. I went, okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
okay.
it takes a lot to move stuff, but it only takes a little bit time to move stuff.
Yeah.
So then the rest of the time you're just sort of there hanging out, watching the show and watching the game.
Okay.
And then you participate for a little bit and help do some stuff for a few minutes, and then you just watch the game again.
Yeah, watch the game and come back. He said, make sure you be back by when we have to close shit down. Don't just leave. I went, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, rolling speakers across grass sucks.
I don't mind. I said, you got me in the game? Okay, sure. Free ticket.
Well, that's cool right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but he says, you just can't have this game or this game. Those games have already been taken.
Yep. Yeah.
It was always USC and Michigan. I went, okay.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm on the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I got grass. That's how I got the grass.
Oh, yeah. You put it in your pocket.
I put it then I washed it. Yeah.
That's funny.
You wash.
But no, actually,
no grass anymore, man.
No, that's when I actually had my tickets still. That's when I had my season tickets. My first year. When I worked for him was when I lost my season tickets because I got married and got divorced. So yeah, I remember that now. Yeah,
married and
then
you
divorced.
Lost your tickets
because well, he
we'll save that for another time.
No, I'll just say it like this because. Everybody that gets married and starts having a kid, you have to give up something that you really, truly love. Some people give up, like this one guy said, I gave up video games, and the other guy said, I gave up my Corvette. People looked at me, what'd you give up? My season tickets to Notre Dame. They cost me too much for, I need to pay for my daughter that is soon to be coming. So I had to give up something that cost me money. I didn't give up my jobs. I gave up my season tickets to Notre Dame. Then when I got my divorce, I got my season tickets back. Still do. People always ask me, what'd you get after your divorce? My season tickets.
They're always there.
Now I'm always there again.
Yeah. I get to buy my 4 every year,
Where are your tickets at?
I don't use them because if I'm at a game, I'm working it, so I'm in there for free. But if I'm not at the game, then so I take my tickets and my mother-in-law uses them. But I'm not sure where they're at. They were the last I knew they were kind of opposite the student section. So like on the other side, not that side, not the visitor side, but the other side of the tunnel.
Oh,
okay,
really?
You know what I mean? So not kitty corner, but like just opposite mirrored.
Yeah. People are always wondering how I got my tickets. I said, why? I said, because you're not an alum or you're not faculty. I went, do I have to be faculty in this area? They said, usually the seats are right here are faculty.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm section 101. So I'm right above the tunnel on the top half. But I'm in the first row.
Really? Above the tunnel?
Yeah, right above. I'm in the first row.
Yeah. I'll have to look for you.
Yeah.
Because that's badass.
I've been selling them now.
Okay.
I've been selling the whole season. And then that money, the funny thing is I sell my whole season. Then when I want tickets, I use that money to get better tickets more closer to the field. Then I go see my tickets I sold them to. Hey, how you guys doing? Oh, what are you doing here? I thought you sold your season. I said, yeah, you're in my seats, but you pay for those right there.
I've always sold mine for face value to my mother-in-law. I don't ever charge her more. So
that's your mother-in-law.
Yeah, I know. It's mostly because I just don't want to not get them because I don't want to not be able to not get them again later if I want to get them. So I just keep, she wants to keep them, so keep getting them. So
do you get 4? Yeah. What do you do with the other 2?
They're sold. I sell them. Same guy, cousin that I've sold to for the last 15 or 20 years.
How many rows are you up from the field?
They're They're just concourse, just slightly up, I think.
That's a good area.
Yeah, they're not too bad. It's an okay view.
You're on the visitors. You're somewhat on the visitors side.
Sort of,
starting it.
Yes.
Or the visitors tunnel right there. Yeah.
Right. I mean, if all things are fair.
So he's on the visitor tunnel side.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on the
by the visitor tunnel. Yes.
Visitor
It's
tunnel.
just it is above the
The
visitor
tunnel's
tunnel.
here
yes.
for us.
The
visitor
new one.
tunnel
That's
is
right.
Here.
Side,
Yeah. See, that's all new. That none of that shit was there when I was there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they put in a new tunnel basically because they don't let the visiting team run down the Notre Dame tunnel anymore.
Nope.
So they used to come out at the two same doors. And
Yeah,
come out.
yeah.
They don't let that shit happen. I think there was maybe a fight one time in Ohio State or shit. Something came in.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually Florida.
It might have been Florida. Actually, it might have been a
time-
convicts, Catholic convicts game. So
that last game they played there. Yeah.
yeah, because they did redo all that. Yeah.
Do you like the new stadium though?
Well, yes, because I mean, I saw it when I came in, it was recovering from the first renovation in '97. So they
the wood.
Well, that was all. Yeah, that didn't come out until recent.
Yeah.
Those stayed for years.
I know.
But '97 was the big renovation they did, and it fucking the concrete they used, because I was intimately involved in this shit because it was one of my venues that I had to deal with, and it was just after they built the new press box in '97 and everything, and basically from '97 to 2001 when I started, the concrete like eroded like looked like 1,000-year-old Egyptian, like freaking tombs, man. It was all so bad, like it was something had been wrong with the pour, like it was too wet, you know what I mean, or something. And they had to tear out school bus size sections, man. Like literally they were tearing out chunks of the stadium all the way around the bowl for a year when I first started, just ripping it all out and replacing whole sections of the whole thing because it was made wrong.
I'm glad they get rid of those wooden benches, man.
Yeah. Well, and then they had that the big new renovation, the campus crossroads project was what that was.
I'm trying to get
seats. It is pretty cool.
I'm trying to get seats up top now.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty cool.
That's
I mean, the sound is a little mildly better than it was. It's still not great, but it's better than it was. Stadiums are hard to do,
Yeah, that's my next goal is get those seats up top.
Yeah, up in the press boxes. Yeah, man, those are pretty sweet.
I'm tired of getting old. I'm getting older now. I don't want to bundle up.
Those are pretty sweet.
They serve food.
You've been there before.
Yes.
Got spoiled.
No, the only reason I got up there.
You don't want to hang with the common folk anymore?
Oh, fuck no.
That rum settled.
No, the funny thing is, though, those seats where I'm at, love the seats next to me. I love the people that were sitting next to me before. Diehard fans.
Yeah,
the funny thing is, I asked who she was and everything else. She worked there. And I said, so who, I mean, can I ask who you work for and all that? The father that just retired, she was his secretary.
Oh, Jenkins.
Yeah. Jenkins. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. Father Jenkins. She was
his secretary.
Yeah. Dude, phenomenal lady. Her husband was awesome. Couldn't really hear her well. I said, so
do you know her name?
No, I can't remember.
I'm curious. I have a feeling I know who she is. Actually.
Very sweet lady. She said, I have seats up there.
Yeah, funny.
She said, I have seats up in there, but he loves it being closer to the field and everything else. I said, dude, that's awesome. I said,
I do too, man.
I went,
yeah.
I said, I want your seats up there.
Yeah, basically, there's nobody between us and the field when we're at football game. We got a soundboard on the edge of the wall.
Yeah.
But I'm really shocked that you guys are so close to the student section, though.
Oh yeah, we're right there. I mean, we're in the front row of the band. Well, it's because the band.
Yeah, band. Then it goes. But
band's the students, man. So. But we got to be there to put the mics, and we put 12 mics on the marching band when they're in their seats. So, and then we've got a big JBL Vertec rig that sits on the ground right in front of us with a weatherproof rig on it, and we just kick the shit out of that son of a bitch and throw the sound out from one side to the other, try to make the band as loud as possible. Home team advantage, right?
Definitely.
I mean, that's what you do.
But you can't play music while they're calling.
Nope, but you can play it right up to it.
Yep.
So, and we just sit there. We got it all tuned out. We just sit there with the master. We just mute it The band can keep playing, they can make noise, but they can't be amplified. So we have to shut it off as soon as we see, the.
How do you know?
You just watch for the whistle. Usually is what you're listening for. As soon as you hear the whistle, you'll back it down, or you'll pull the fader back.
Man, that's some good timing right there.
Because when they blow the whistle, then the clock starts.
Yeah,
and then you're kind of like, all right.
Oh shit. This is going to you, Josh. We need all to get together and make it happen. He's talking about he's talking about
the show. Yes, I would. I mean, let's actually have a sit down and talk and do a brain section. Brain session. As far as sit down and actually tangible. Have some paper and write down ideas and do a little brainstorming. There we go.
I already told him. Now it's all on that project.
Yeah. Well, it's on that project. It starts with nothing and it builds into something, you know what I mean? And you don't have to have a place, you don't have to have a final plan, but you have to have an idea, at least to start. And there's not enough live entertainment right now in this area. I mean, there's some great efforts, and there's places that do it amazing. You got delivery and things like that. They're all awesome. They do their things and they're all perfect. Sandbar's killing it, man. I love the fucking Sandbar. It's great. I love what Tom and Mark do, man. It's great.
You didn't have to add Mark to it, but it's okay.
But look at it. But look at the scene. There's not that many else, I mean, it's really, until
it gets summer and
and that's my point is, so then you got the wineries in the summer a bit, and and that's the time everybody wants to do something, I guess. I mean, maybe my dream ultimately would be to own a venue. I don't know.
See, my thing is like what I was saying about venues.
It's a big pain in the ass.
Wouldn't you really want to, like, when they finish building I gotta sneeze. Warner.
Brother, do it.
Warner.
Oh, that place is cool. Yeah.
And they're building onto that.
Yeah.
That pretty much they're making it look like what is that? Pine Knob, actually.
Yeah.
They're starting to make it look like Pine Knob.
Yeah.
I hate to say that.
No, that's cool. That place is cool.
How that amplifies, and they're gonna build up from it.
Mm-hmm.
So how that place is looking, and they're already booked 2 major acts already, and it hasn't even done with renovation.
Yeah. Well,
it's amazing.
They're betting on the farm being though, which is what you do.
But the funny thing is, they killed it last year with all the acts they had.
Oh yeah.
I was telling him about the acts that they had. They brought everything from, I'll just say like this, from Twista to Ted Nugent to a major country act. I can't think of now who they had for one major country act.
That was a crazy show. I remember watching Ted Nugent shooting a fucking arrow across the stage at Heartland.
I did too.
Yeah.
I was there for that.
Yeah. Fucking bow and arrow on a compound bow, shot it from fucking one side of the stage to the other, inside Heartland.
Inside Heartland.
Yeah.
You did that show?
Huh?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
That show was insane. And you hear what he really wanted to do?
Maybe, I don't remember.
He wanted to swing out in the
crowd. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we didn't.
His leotard.
Yes, but you couldn't swing from that trussing shit. Yeah, there's no way. That stuff was just on motors. It was all swinging.
Yes.
Stuff,
He wanted to wear his leopard print back in the day, his leopard print, and swing out into the crowd and come back. Instead, he shot a fucking arrow out of the crowd.
Out into the crowd?
Yes. It was pretty cool, to be fair.
It was cool, but
I mean, it was kind of neat.
Because
it was like he was like at the one corner of the stage. It was backed by me. We were at Monitor World. The fucking target thing was like right here. So he shoots across the fucking stage.
He hit the target.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
he's a big hunter.
Yeah, and he doesn't drink or anything, so he wasn't drunk.
He doesn't drink anymore like he used to.
Yeah, not back then at least. Not in the 90s. He wasn't drinking.
I saw a lot of shows there. I mean, that DJ area, I used to spin out of there when it was Heartland. He always lasted
we did all kinds of cool shows there, man.
Jiggy Fly. That's when they named me at State Theater. State Theater, I did next door. Then I jumped.
I think the first national act I got to mix was at Heartland. It was Quiet Riot. Because their like fucking sound guy that was on the tour like got sick or something. He was like out in the truck, I think he had like, he had fucking, Curse of Montezuma or something going on, and so I got to take the and
so you did the show for him.
Yeah, so I got to mix the show. I was probably like, I mean, I couldn't have been more than, I don't know, 22 maybe, and I just had never really done a big rock show. I mean, it was like the loud rock show, you know what I mean, man, massive rock show. And I'd tech the rigs, I'd put them together and did all that stuff, and I'd do the openers and stuff, but I never got to actually do the fucking big headliner. So that was pretty fun. I think I remember. I think that was when I was pretty nervous because you just, when you're a kid, it's 21 or whatever, you're still just a kid, man. You're still just a kid. You don't know jack shit.
It's okay. He's still working on the 4 buttons he's got.
Yeah. Well, and I don't even mean that, in life in general, right?
Plenty buttons.
I know you do.
So much to learn.
I just gotta remember where they were, man. That's all. But like 6 pages. I gotta remember here.
But they got pretty colors though.
Yeah, they got nice colors.
Yeah,
color coded.
Yeah.
So I mean, with you, what you do,
it sounds good too.
What you do for everything that you do, I give you credit for, because that has to be a lot of pressure. Because if it wasn't for you, none of the people from the musical part to the presidents that you've seen, the vice president, and all the alum and everything else, that builds up.
Yeah, we all do our part. Yeah. I mean, it takes teams, man. It takes a full team. It takes, time. That's the other thing too. You gotta have plenty of time to do stuff. It's nothing happens without, time, team, and labor. It's just effort.
Very civil, isn't it?
Yeah. You got to remain calm, homie. That actually makes me think. A couple of days ago, the lead singer to like 3 Doors Down or something just died. I think.
That's way,
yeah, I died of cancer. But I remember doing 3 Doors Down in Seven Dust in a big outdoor thing in Iowa. And it was me and Mark Van Gilder, and we were fucking in Iowa. I'm pretty sure it was Mark with me. And because we did rock, scissors, papers, and the fucker won, and he got to sleep in the hotel room with the truck driver, because the truck driver always gets the hotel room, right?
Yeah.
So truck driver got the hotel room, and Mark got to sleep in the other bed, and I got to sleep in the truck. And but it was a sleeper cab, right? So it was nice,
okay.
So I wasn't like just sleeping in the front seat. I mean, it was a fucking bunker, it was a bunker, so it was nice. But it was this nasty, all I can describe is they had rail car beds parked with like rotting like carcasses of like horses and shit. I think it was like one of those factories for like dog food or glue or some shit, but it was really gross and it was way out there. But right across this pasture is where the parade grounds were and where we did this fucking concert at. So the whole time, it smelled so bad the whole time, and the people that lived there didn't even notice it. You know what I mean? So
3 Doors Down didn't mind playing there.
Well, they're getting paid. So, but 3 Doors Down, Seven Dust, and I remember 3 Doors Down's on stage and they're playing, and all of a sudden the distro, the electrical distro, catches on fire. And so I'm sitting there. Well, it was one of the breakers started frying, right? It was burning up, and it was for the subwoofers. The subwoofers kept going. I was like, fuck, And so I'm in between songs, like the song's playing, I got a screwdriver, I'm taking the panel apart, and I get everything tore apart, and and like right in between the songs, as soon as it's done, I pop the breaker out, put a new breaker in, start screwing it together. They're talking, blah blah blah, get it clamped in there, shut it, turn it back on, and then click 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 click, boom, and man, nobody could tell, but the fucker was blowing flames out. I'm like holding it on to like keep it on until the song gets over. You know what I mean? It's the kind of weird shit you do.
Could you do that?
If I had a head start to learn how to do it, you just throw me in there.
No, not throw you in there. No.
Yeah, we do a lot of electrical work.
It'd be fun to learn how to do some stuff like that.
It's an interesting career, that's for sure.
You gotta love music.
Yeah. I do enjoy music.
Love what
I don't listen to a ton of music in my car. I don't listen to a lot of times. I just drive in silence,
What, do you listen to talk radio?
Sometimes you need that.
Nope, I don't listen to talk radio. I listen to nothing, and then if I do listen to something, it's maybe 107, because now they broadcast down there. So occasionally I'll have that on in the background.
Oh, trust me. I hate to say this. Sorry, Brock. I have to bring this up. We were gonna have Brock on from 107.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he
I think I was
tells me,
listening to him on the way here.
no, the funny thing is what he tells me, that make me kind of hard. I said, why? He said, we're in Wisconsin.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's what
We
I
do our
figured.
shows in Wisconsin. I went,
Yeah,
fucker.
yeah. It makes sense. This is the way they syndicate the radios and the
Yes.
stations nowadays with the technology. Yeah, absolutely makes sense.
I
Yeah,
went,
yeah. After COVID really changed the world, man.
that's
You
what we
know,
always talk
yeah,
about.
COVID
It
really changed the
killed
world.
bars. It killed live
Yeah,
music.
it did.
killed
It killed
lot
a
of
lot.
stuff.
A lot of that. It really some new technology really came up and is
Doing that
really.
all the time, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see where things go. Everything's cyclical, right? So
think
I
it's
think there'll be a
changing?
resurgence in a live music scene at some point. But I think it doesn't just happen, right? Somebody's got to push it, make it happen, work together. I don't know. I have thoughts and ideas. I just don't, I don't have a lot of time. It's my biggest thing. But I don't know. Surrounding yourself with people that do and have talent is the important part. I'm kind of trying to work on that.
I have to mention this. He probably
Mhm.
didn't see it, but I don't know if you did or not. The Super Bowl halftime show with
Mm-hmm.
Bad Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever want to watch that? Ever? If you knew that, if you didn't see it, did you see it?
No, I heard
Don't watch it.
I heard a lot of backlash.
The funny thing is all in Spanish.
Yeah, I go each way.
If you
I
didn't
don't
know what he's saying,
Here,
you're just
here's
bobbing your head to the
Joe.
music.
Joe, for me at the time, I was like, "Oh man, I don't know. I can't follow this." That was my biggest thing. Is I can't follow this. I don't know what's going on. I don't speak Spanish
I
at
bet
all.
your wife was reading it.
My kids loved it. My kids enjoyed it. My wife enjoyed it. They all enjoyed it. They recognized a couple songs. I don't do the club scene music shit anymore, and that's what that is.
I didn't recognize any of the music, and I'm still part of the club scene.
Yeah.
When they announced that he was doing the halftime show, I didn't know who he was.
I knew who he was.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I
only knew that one song, and I just heard it a little bit, and that's just because I do shows and shit.
I turned it off. I didn't turn it off. I turned off the sound, and I grabbed my phone and I watched Kid Rock's.
Was that the?
I did. Kid Rock had his own halftime show because he didn't like who he was on.
Yeah, the right wingers and all that
Turning
stuff
Point.
doing theirs.
Yeah, he didn't like how Bad Bunny paid to be in, because you pay to get in. They don't ask.
And I didn't
yeah.
see that one either.
So
I don't even have any idea.
I watched
Yeah.
Kid Rock's. Kid Rock was
Who
a
didn't
better
like
show.
because he paid to get in?
No, he didn't like, because what Bad Bunny did on one of his concerts, he bashed actually United States, and he burned a flag on the stage.
Where at?
I was to say, did it really happen or was it AI? That's nowadays, man. I can't stand this shit. I don't even I just feel like an old irrelevant white guy with a beard anymore. Dude, I was wearing my hat earlier and somebody called me Papa Smurf. So I'm like, I just anymore, man. I don't even know what to do, dude. Right? I seriously, man. I just want to just do music and shows and stuff. I don't even know what else to fucking do anymore. I thought I just need to retire to the beach and own a little bar and let people play on the stage and stuff. I don't know.
There you go.
Sit back and watch chickens run around and shit. Yeah, seriously, man. I just want to slow down my life to nothing.
I thought about that myself.
I'm not old enough yet, though. It's the problem. I'm only 52. Coming this year,
no.
so it's not even. I'm not old enough yet.
I thought about doing it already and just moving to Hawaii and.
Well, and that's the
building a
other thing,
little
right?
tiki bar.
Is the whole phrase "I'm not old enough yet"? Is that that's programmed into us, man?
Yeah.
That's programmed into us so that we don't stop when we want or could actually appreciate it and have enough body and fucking health left to fucking enjoy life, right? Yeah, it's fucking.
I told James actually this
is why this is so much fun for me. So thank you. I'm having a good time. This is really a good time. Man.
I told James if this kicks off, dude, I'm doing this full time, selling everything and selling our souls to, and we're doing this full time.
That's just fun.
Oh yeah, 5 days a week.
Time.
Yeah.
Have the weekends off.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I'm shooting.
Shit,
for.
What's that? I've never had the weekend off, man. Honestly,
in 30 years,
or
right?
have
at
Monday,
least,
or have Monday, Tuesday off and just doing the shows just like for 4 hours.
Yeah.
On the weekend.
See, for me, it's usually like Mondays off. Dark Monday. That's if I can help it. So.
I mean, I just had to bring that up because I watched that show for the first 5 minutes of it.
I tried to figure out what it was about, and I just felt excluded because I don't know how speak Spanish, and I thought
I didn't either.
You know, maybe they could have put some subtitles up or something so I could.
You know, you can turn those
on,
right?
Oh, can you? I guess you can. I don't know.
You know, you can turn those on.
My kids to run that TV, man. I just fucking buy it.
I just all of a sudden it just pops up for you.
Yeah, right.
Watch it.
I could have probably told Alexa to do it. I'm sure, but you know.
You know, you can pop those up.
Dude, I'm a rock concert song guy. That's how I do it.
That was stuff. I just watched it. Buy it and
No,
watch
you're right.
it.
That's funny.
Dude, it sucked. I just watch it because I want to see how they interact. I still think I didn't know they even added who the top 3 best shows were for halftime shows. I didn't know Michael Jackson did a fucking halftime show.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Why? Well, y'all jumping on me on that.
Yeah,
I didn't know he did a halftime show.
Who else was it?
It was his, Rihanna, and
I saw this meme and it was like Janet Jackson with like a tear coming her out, and it was just like Bad Bunny, and it's like me and my titty over here all sad. It's just like... I remember that one too.
I
Man.
missed that whole thing.
oh, I did.
Did you really?
I missed that whole thing.
I remember watching that.
I went up and got a beer. I totally missed
Oh,
it.
you weren't working?
No, when
Janet Jackson had the
Yeah,
nip
you were
slip,
working at-
the nip slip on live
Yeah.
TV, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
totally missed it.
I've been on VHS.
You have it on what?
VHS.
You
I
could probably find it on your phone in 5.5 seconds.
Sure you
I
can.
say
no,
that.
now you can. Yeah,
But it's not the same. I wanted to see it live.
Right. Yeah, right. That's
trying
true.
I know.
Very true.
They
Right.
said Michael Jackson. Oh, Prince was the third.
Okay, I can see that.
Oh,
I can see that.
yeah.
I would put
Those are-
Prince near the top.
Those,
myself.
are, those are top 3.
Yeah, I would put Prince as probably at the
Number
top.
one,
only
yeah.
because that rain and shit, and they really like Ocean Now probably would have made them cancel it and things like that. And he went out there and just fucking shredded that
Yeah.
shit, man. You know, it's like
I liked
fuck.
Prince. I liked Rihanna's. I never knew Michael Jackson did
Yeah,
it.
Michael Jackson did it. Yeah.
I didn't know that until this year.
No, he didn't do it this year. He's been dead.
I
a
know.
while.
Okay, smart ass.
It's been dead
I
for
said-
a while.
I said- But the one that I didn't like when they put him on the top 5, I think the other one was like shit, I can't think of who it is. Oh, Aerosmith. I love Aerosmith, but I didn't like their show at all.
I think Beyonce's show is probably better than that because she had the whole package.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
There's
said
been some interesting ones.
I heard the next year's gonna be Taylor Swift though.
Who?
Taylor Swift. She's gonna come back and do her own show.
Oh shit!
They could because they
She
said
she doesn't even need the money
'Cause they-
You can't-
no, you
she
pay.
Yeah,
No, you pay.
It's
to be
for
in it.
it's just for almost PR.
Yeah.
Right,
It's only
stuff for them-
15,
for them.
but doesn't that 15 minutes feel fucking long?
It does.
Like it's like an hour show.
I don't even know if it was that long this
No,
year.
it's always 15 minutes. It's
Yeah.
got to be 15 minutes no matter what, because they do.
It felt
just a-
short. That's for sure. I don't know.
All I know is
It went quick, I guess.
Oh, and the other number
Probably because I
5.
didn't know what the fuck was going on. So.
Number 5 was Dr. Dre.
Oh, the one you just did recently.
Dr. Dre was number 5 with Snoop and all that. Yeah,
And that after 61 Super Bowl, that's the only
top 5.
best one.
Top 5. Yeah, shows.
That's
I don't think they didn't start doing shows right away though.
yeah, they didn't. They didn't. Halftime shows like that, no.
Would you want to do a show like that?
It'd be crazy. I mean,
Would
It'd
you
be-
want to do the
it'd be-
production part of that?
gotta be
it would be
crazy.
like fun, but yet very stressful because that's a big level. You know, anytime you interface live and TV and then something that big,
But you're
you've
live
got
on TV with Norris
no,
back in the day.
but my point being is you've got a lot of cooks going. So if you're the guy that's keeping shit in order now, yes, if I'm only involved on just one little piece of it, like I'm sitting behind a mixer maybe, but I mean, it's also, how many times have you heard a bad mix on TV, right? So, I mean, man, my philosophy is if I leave this with anything is, is the one it's Don Davis. He's a great, or he's been gone, but he started this SynodCon. That's a synergetic audio concepts. And it's basically it's like a training thing down in Indianapolis. But anyways, the dude was like fantastically knowledgeable in electroacoustics, right? So basically how you put a PA into an environment, like a room, electroacoustics.
That's kind of cool.
And so, that's kind of what I try to study and be a student of is, with the audio side of doing work and concerts and everything, is the electroacoustics. So it's basically how you put, a sound system into a room and how it interacts and what you need to do. And, you can only do so much if the room's not treated, such as this one and things like that. You run into issues. I mean, like, it's interesting because with the cans, you can hear every little difference. And when I move the mic, I can hear the difference in the reflections and stuff. It's so, and that's just on this teeny tiny scale. Imagine when you add 100,000 watt PA system to something like a fucking ballroom that was made in 1920, you know what I mean, or whatever, So I mean, you start having, that's why outdoor shows are great, because there's not that much it just goes, you just have a big ass PA and you make it go. But his saying was, if bad sound was fatal, audio would be the leading cause of death.
Oh man.
If bad sound was fatal, audio would be the leading cause of death.
Wow.
It's because in my trade, there's a lot of button pushers. There's a lot of people that don't know the art side of it. There's a lot of art to sound. I mean, most guys or whoever, they can make things turn on, There's a lot of art to it. You got to know what things are supposed to sound like, how, an instrument, when you PFL it and you hear it just by itself, you might make it sound big, full, and rich, but then when you add it with the other 25 instruments, it doesn't find its place happily if you leave certain things in the sound of it. So sometimes you got to make it sound a little shittier, actually, PFL by itself, but it fits into the mix, because everything, there's an infinite amount of, there's not an infinite amount of space between 20 kilohertz and 20 hertz that the human ear hears. There's a certain amount of decibels, and there's a certain amount of frequencies, and you want, if you start laying things on top of each other, you start having these big bumps in the sound, and so that's the art, is figuring that blend, you know what I mean, basically. And there's a lot of people that can make it work and turn it on, but there's not a lot of people that I find, that can get the artistry side of it out of it, you know what I mean? Bring the mechanical into the art, you know, and then you add to that the acoustics side. That's just a whole nother fucking bag of shit that you got to deal with, you know what I mean? So,
I understand that, actually. I do.
But it's fun, like you know what I like doing? I like going to like churches and stuff. I redo churches a lot. Like I'll go in and, I'll evaluate their systems, because they don't normally need to be sold everything. These churches can't buy $150,000 PA system. You know what I mean? They can buy maybe $10,000 worth of PA system repairs. You know what I mean? If you're lucky. See, but that's what I love to do. That, you go in and you like fix. You take, because they're only as good as their worst part, right? So you got 10,000 things that need to work, and one of them breaks. Everything is shit. So it's like, it takes a little bit of work to find it, in time. But if you know the basics, signal flow and all that kind of stuff, that's just the electro side of the acoustics. And then you just that's a lot of fun, going in and like training sound people in churches that really don't have a clue. But if you can see, my biggest problem is I'm a damn sailor. All these years I spent just doing concerts and working roadies and freaking stagehands and stuff, man. I curse like a sailor, so I gotta bite my tongue so hard when I go around the church crowds. It's so hard.
Can you come to the sandbar and make it sound better?
Oh, stop it. Mark's good. He's just
I didn't mean Mark. I meant
you gotta have
a part.
Oh yes, okay. I'm sorry. Yes, well, there is. Yes, you can, but you gotta have money. You gotta have a lot of money to do a room like that. And the problem is you would ruin what the room is. Then the way it looks, though, the hardwood.
I would say put at least some of these up time to time in certain spots.
It's tough though, because again, you get to gain one, you give up one. So you know what I mean. I mean, it's just like physics almost. You know what I mean. Every action has a equal and opposite reaction, right? So I mean, it's kind of the same way, man. It's
just so loud sometimes.
It's tough, man. Really the only way, like you could put like the drums inside of an enclosed case, you know what I mean, or make everybody play an electronic kit, but that's hard, because a lot of drummers don't like the feel, and if they're not used to it, it just goofs up.
Well, that's what the Rocks and a lot of other places do, is they put somebody in, the drummer in more of a cage, and
well,
have
remember
that
SARS
class.
used to be kind of like that, and then
Well,
I mean, that's what we do. We do that all the time.
We
We put drummers on a riser and we put a drum shield around them. I mean, you have to. And even then, the sound still goes up and out, and it still goes through the window. It's not a shield. It's just a shield. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not impregnable. It's just,
it's gonna muffle it just a little.
Yeah, it just muffles it a little. It's all it does.
It's not
man.
just that. It's for Sandbar. I love that they keep live music alive.
Yeah.
Love Tom for his vision, his dream, and everything else.
Well, he needs to. I don't know if he could. Does he have the real estate to do it? But I mean, that's what you need to almost do is add on a big ass chunk to the back of that and make it like a music hall. Like make a music hall back there.
Hoping.
And he would probably make a killing because I mean, dude, there's no other music halls around here really other than
look what
delivery.
Czars. The only reason Czars closed, and even James can admit this, is because of 2020.
Yeah.
And when they can finally open
someday, Nardo will get with it. We'll get some stuff going on.
And
here.
they said, I know. And they said the only reason that they closed because they can only have 50% crowd. Well, a band costs $900. You're not going to get the $900 at 50%.
Yes.
Not even doesn't matter how many drinks.
That's my venue in Notre Dame, man. We're literally our business model is like we lose money. Okay, cool. That's what we do. That's why we have endowments.
Yeah,
it's insane. But you have the ability.
But the private industry is difficult, man. It's really hard because the business model it's very difficult, and these younger crowds I don't know. I'm not finding as many. They're kind of more homebodies nowadays, man. They're not going out and doing, the whatever gen that fuck that's called anymore. XYZ to be Z's, or whatever the young 21s and all them, they're just they don't go out as much, They go out to dinner and stuff. I mean, they like to do that, but they don't go out to clubs and party.
Probably my last question would be, does your venue that you have now, do they do like musicals and stuff like that?
We've got a theater department and they do all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I mean, do you bring in national
acts? Yeah, we do like dance shows and stuff like that. And we'll we don't do a lot of Broadway really because we have like one of those venues like the theater itself, the stage house and everything. Well, it is. It's stage house is, but it doesn't. It's like a quarter of the seating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like because it's a educational room, so it's designed to like actors to not have to use microphones to be able to talk to 350 people versus Mendel Center's 15, almost 1,600. So
or the Morris and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I do a lot of shows there too. Morris is
I like
fun.
Morris. It's nice.
It's a fun place to do. We've done a number of shows there recently.
You want to call it, or you want one more question?
No, go ahead. That was your last one.
Yeah, that was my last one.
I guess we're gonna do last call. Last call is
boys.
What we do is you send a shout outs to your family, whoever, work team or whatever, anything that's coming up for you in the near future. Go ahead and send it out to everybody that's around.
Well, just finishing up the winter. I've been working on my Trans Am project. So I've taken a 78 Trans Am and tore it literally to the frame, and with a lot of help from Matt and Nate. So shout out to those guys because holy shit, we've got ourselves buried in a big ass hole with this thing, but it should be amazing when we're done. It's just winter, so I'm just looking forward to a summer, starting to put bookings on the schedule for that. So that'll be a lot of fun. I got to try to make some time to go out and see my beautiful wife, Angie, and go do some camping. We got a camper. You need it for a few shows, where we have to have like camping on site and stuff. But the rest of the time, I'd like to take it out a few times. It'd be nice, It'd be nice to do that in the summer eventually. But then my kids, Leah, Josh, KJ, and Ellie. So love them all, and it's they're the only ones that make any of this shit worth it. So
there you go, Joe.
Thanks for having me too, brother. It's a lot of fun.
Man.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I was really hoping I could hit my button, but he did name his wife. I was gonna say,
you just waiting for that.
I was waiting to hit my button. But for me, thank you for coming out. It was an honor and a treat to hear your story.
It's good to see you too.
It's good seeing you and hearing the back dreams of everything that you've had and you experienced. And for the new future that you're going to keep on living at Notre Dame and everything else that you do there, I love it. I love to hear more stories about it, and I can't wait to have you on.
Yeah, it'd be fun to come back, man. This is a good time.
For me, first time talking to you about any of this, it's been a real treat just to
I
hear
appreciate it, bro.
the things that you started from, where you started from to now. It's a real treat to hear that and see how passionate you are about it. And,
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's fun to share things. You know, it's a good time. I've had a good time.
Truly having fun doing it too, because I know you're a busy person, and you say you like to have your quiet time where, like, when you're driving. And,
yes,
and turn the radio off and just peace.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that. Everybody needs that from time to time.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate it so much. We will have you back.
Thanks, man. It'll be fun. I look forward to it. Yeah. Maybe we'll come back in the summer sometime, or some at the end of the summer after I'm fucking ready to rip my hair out and shit. You'd be like, "How did the summer go?" And you're gonna be like, "God damn, shoot me!" You know,
you're venting out.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Get it all out. And I got for you guys to watch on YouTube and all our other platforms. Please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And you can find all our past podcasts on the YouTube channel, Third Eye Truth and Podcast. You can find them all 152 episodes up there if you want to watch them. Pick out any one you want to watch and check it out. All right, guys, we're getting ready to get off here, but
next week.
Hold on. We got Wednesday still.
I know. That's the thing.
Who do you have coming up next?
We got J.R. Clark.
Ladies and gentlemen, J.R. Clark will join us tomorrow or next week.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday
night. And he's a great blues musician for the J.R. Clark band.
Yes.
Great music.
I've worked with JR before.
Yeah, you have. Actually, you probably even saw him at Martha's.
Yeah, it's possible.
He's played a lot. He's actually going to be here.
I'm sure we've done it with the Firefighters.
And he has his new album out too, so we're going to talk about that and get into the thought behind that too. So, all right, guys, this is the Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast, episode 152. We're going to get ready to get out of here, but once again, guys, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button for more content we put out every Monday and Wednesday night, 8 p.m. All right, guys, I want to thank Josh Ingle for coming out. Joe, it's always a pleasure. And for myself, we love you guys.
If you ever need sound, call Audio Bomb Productions.
There you go. You heard it here first. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you Wednesday night, same time, same channel. We're on.